Jose Fernandez was one of the best pitchers in the MLB through 4 seasons, despite only being 24. Fernandez never had a season where his ERA wasn't in the 2s, and he never had a season where he didn't strike out a large amount more people than his innings pitched. However, tragedy struck, and the Marlins haven't had a pitcher to even come close to the dominance Fernandez brought since. So hi guys, I'm Jake, and this is the Jose Fernandez story. And this should be the only video that I have where you're not going to see my face, so bear with me guys, and also thank you for 100 subscribers. So let's get started to the video. Jose Fernandez was born on July 31st, 1992 in Santa Clara, Cuba. Fernandez lived on the same street as former All-Star Aledmys Diaz and became close with him and his family. They played on the same youth baseball team, and Fernandez even mentioned how Diaz's uncle gave him the inspiration to become a professional baseball player. Despite an MLB career being possible while living in Cuba, Fernandez's family wanted to leave for better opportunities and living situation. Fernandez's stepdad, Ramon Jimenez, tried to leave first and ended up in Tampa, Florida successfully. Jose, his mom, and his sister then decided to leave as well. Their first 3 attempts were fails though, and Fernandez had to serve prison time despite only being a kid. During their 4th attempt, Jose's mother fell off the boat and into the water. However, Fernandez dove off and saved his mother's life at the young age of 15. Despite this bump on the road, they all successfully made it to Mexico and then moved to Tampa to reunite with the stepdad. Fernandez would then attend Braulio Alonso High School in Tampa, where he would thrive. However, Fernandez could not play his senior year because he technically served as a 9th grader in Cuba and used up his eligibility. This made Fernandez an international free agent despite living in the US. He was even prepared to sign with the Reds on a $1.3 million signing bonus until he won an appeal to grant Fernandez one more season in high school. And Fernandez thrived, going 13-1 with a .235 ERA, 134 strikeouts, and 2 no-hitters. This led to Fernandez getting drafted in the first round, 14th overall by the Marlins in 2011. He also signed for a nice $2 million signing bonus. After only 2 starts in 2011, Fernandez would burst on the scene in 2012. In 3 levels in the minors, Fernandez would go 14-1 with a 175 ERA and 158 strikeouts in only 134 innings. Going into 2013, Fernandez was the 5th best prospect according to Baseball America, the 7th best according to the MLB, and the 6th best according to Baseball Prospectus. Fernandez made the spring training roster, but he was going to get optioned to the minors. However, due to nagging injuries from both Nathan Eovaldi and Henderson Alvarez, Fernandez made the opening day roster. Later on, an MRI would also reveal that the same elbow tore an ulnar collateral ligament, which would end his season. However, Fernandez was dominant in those 8 starts and went 4-2 with a .244 ERA and 70 strikeouts in 51 innings. Injuries would also carry Fernandez into 2015 as he started on the 60-day DL to recover from Tommy John. Fernandez wouldn't make his first start that season until July and would only make 11 starts. But once again, Fernandez was dominant in his short stint. He would go 6-1 with a .292 ERA and 79 strikeouts in only 64 innings. Going into 2016, Fernandez was finally 100% healthy and was expected to pitch a full season. Going into late September, Fernandez had another great season. This time he went 16-8 with a .286 ERA, 253 strikeouts in 182 innings. He would also become an All-Star and 7th in the NL Cy Young voting. And on September 20th that same season, Jose Fernandez would go 8 innings, allowing no runs on 3 hits, 0 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Jose Fernandez would tell his teammates that this was the best game he ever had, according to Martin Prado. Also, in that same day, Jose announced that his girlfriend, Maria Arias, was pregnant, so life was going great for him. However, in the next 5 days, tragedy struck. On September 25th, 2016, Jose Fernandez and 2 other friends died from a collisional impact on a boat that crashed into the rock jetty on the Miami Beach coast. He was only 24 years old. As horrible as this was, the death was kind of avoidable. After his death, it was reported that Fernandez had cocaine and illegal amounts of alcohol in his body during the crash. He was also driving the boat, so he put his friends at risk. Nonetheless, this occurrence was very sad, and the Marlins had to cancel their game that day. When the Marlins played their next game, they spent that whole day to honor Jose Fernandez. And D. Gordon, who grew very close with Fernandez, hit a home run in the Marlins' first at-bat of the game. I don't know about you guys, but that kind of gave me chills, especially because D. Gordon doesn't really hit homers. But anyway, to end this off, this was just really sad. And this was very sad because of Fernandez's young age, and if he didn't have any injuries, Fernandez could have been one of the best pitchers ever. He was definitely one of the most dominant pitchers I ever saw. He would strike out so many people and he would hardly give up any runs. That's very talented. But it's sad that we can't see Fernandez's whole career, and honestly, he'd still be in the prime of his career right now if he was still alive. This will be the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. You guys are the 101 best people on YouTube. I'll see you guys in a couple more days.